Yoink. It's time to become a soul hunter because we've got to acquire an Ecopog. 936 soul shards for an Ecopog is a pretty good deal, and I'm already almost halfway there. Maybe I am halfway there. Don't want to do the math, but we're getting pretty close. We just hit level 50 in a live stream the other day, and I'm ready to get started getting some stuff done. So welcome back to Vault Hunters on the SMP here with the Olympus Craft Group. We're going to dive in today right away, trying to do a little bit of soul shard farming in our brand new level 50 vaults. So let's start out with a crystal there and see if we can make up maybe a little bit of a soul flame, if I can spell it correctly. See if we have the stuff for it. We do. Excellent. We'll put this extra mega torch in there, and we'll put this bad boy on here. I'm not even going to upgrade the gear or change anything I have, I don't think. We're just going to go in with the stuff we've got so far. Maybe I'll grab one of these idols. I don't know if I want to run the epic idol on this one. Maybe we'll do this one because it's got a bunch of extra resistance. And we're going to do a little soul shard farming. Alright, gotta remember I didn't bring anything to loot. We're just here to collect soul shards, so I've got to find a nice room for collecting shards in. Cat frags. Bird cage, let's go. Baby Husk, get out of here. How does he have so much health? And we're out just in time to hopefully get ourselves a nice shiny new Ecopog. Let's go. Well, I've started to add a few things here over at the farm. We're starting to build a little bit of a silo here out of fluid containers from the create mod, and I'm gonna need quite a few of these because I want to make a nice tall silo with place to store all of our milk that's going to come from the barn. But I wanted to show you how we're going to connect all this up, and I'm thinking what I'll do is maybe run in from underneath the ground here. We could run, oh, we got a little hollow space in here. We could run a little section of piping from underneath that will fill into the silo, and we'll take this little mechanical pump here that will be able to pump the milk from inside the barn all the way into the silo. So we'll try to see where this comes out. Okay, we might have to bring that over a little bit. And then we'll use our cow in a jar here. I'm thinking that I might make the little, like, functional parts of this with the cow in the jar and all that stuff sort of hidden. And then the rest of the stuff will be a little bit more visible. But I'm going to actually need some more pipes for that. And we're going to need to power this mechanical pump here with some mechanical power. So we'll put the cow in the jar. Maybe we'll put it, I want to probably put a few like different stalls in here. So for now, let's maybe say the cow in the jar will go like here. And then if we put, let's grab one of these pipes for demonstration. I believe if we put this pipe, it could either use the pipe or the item drain, but I can actually put that right in there, and we'll be able to pump that out into the silo there. But like I said, we're gonna need some power for that, and I think I've got the perfect idea here. I want to try the windmill for power, and I think before we do that, I'm gonna have to take down this tree here because I think this is gonna be a good spot to put up a nice little windmill next to the barn and the silo. Should be kind of cool, and then we'll be able to use that to power some of these things here for the milk production on the cinnamon roll farm, the sweet roll farm. So we'll go ahead and take this tree down. And then how do we do this? Do we just go? Whoa! It's turning. Is it too close to the barn? That's not too bad. It looks a little bit goofy. Might have to try to find some ways to improve it, but we should be able to now go ahead and... Oh god, this is a pain in the butt. Attach a shaft to the end of there, and then if we go straight down from there, we should be able to... Is this the right spot? Maybe, and then attach a belt, like so. Haha, we have some power on there. Maybe I should do... I think if we do a belt down like that, and then we can do a little gear reduction situation down here. Maybe we'll actually bring this up one. We'll do something like this, like that. And we'll decorate this a little bit more later on, but I wanted to try and get things working a little bit here. So let's see, if we go big gear here, and then if we do a small gear off of that, I believe we'll get a little bit of a... Nope. A little bit of a speed bump. A little bit. We're gonna have to do some gear shifting for sure to get that to produce the way I want it to. But we definitely do have power. What do we have for output here? 1500 stress units. Not too bad. Should be enough to power our mechanical pump. Alright, I think to try to demonstrate how this thing is supposed to work, I want to try and grab this out of here for now. And we'll put, if I can get out here, we'll put this into here. And this should be pumping milk into here. Oh yeah, look at that. We got a container starting to fill up with milk. Excellent. And we should be able to configure the size of this tank here once we get the create, what is it called? The wrench, which I'll have to compress down a couple of gold sheets and then use a couple of pog gems in order to make that wrench. And we should be able to configure the tank here. There you go. You can see the milk through the side windows. That's excellent. And like I said, I need to add a bunch more of the fluid tanks on top so we can have a lot bigger capacity. But this thing will essentially infinitely produce milk, but I want to have the aesthetic of kind of a silo here for storing the milk, plus have a little bit of buffer for whatever else we decide to do with this, however we decide to do the production. And I might change up the layout of this a little bit. I want to decorate this a little so it looks a little bit more like an actual you know, old school windmill you might see on a farm that is actually producing power to pump our milk from one place to another. So the milk production is one part of the recipe. The other part is going to be the wheat that we need, I believe, to make the sweet rolls. So the next thing that we need to do in this process is actually create bread. And now we should actually be able to craft bread using the mechanical crafters. Now these things are going to be really expensive, so I'm not sure we'll be able to get to that right away. That might take a little bit of extra time before we can get to that part of it, but we should be able to actually make either with the smoker or with one of these things we should be able to make the production of bread that way. And I believe we should be able to automate that by taking wheat, which we can farm with the create harvester that we've made already, and then we can turn that into this dough here by running the wheat through crushing wheels and then taking the wheat flour and turning that into, how does this work again? There's a lot of steps here to it, but it should be pretty fun. So we can, oh, that's not the right one. We can take and make the dough by combining it with, here, we can combine the wheat flour with water and make dough. So we can make the wheat flour automatically with this. So we'll farm some wheat, we'll send it through the crusher, we'll get the wheat flour, we'll combine it with some water, we'll make it into bread, and then we'll run it into the thing here to squirt the milk on it to make the sweet roll. So that's going to be a lot of steps to it, but I think it'll be kind of fun to add all those different things where we can have a little harvester area. We can have all the different components we need to have that farm working. So this is just one step. There's lots more to go with the sweet roll farms, but that's part of what makes it so much fun. So I'm also going to have to create a temporary setup here. I wonder how much power I can actually pull off of this machine for now, because I need to run my mechanical press. Is that going to be enough? Ooh, I might actually be able to do it right here. So if we push, where'd my gold go? That just went into one of my danks, didn't it? Yep. Okay, we need a couple pieces of gold. Is that gonna crush? It is, very slowly. Excellent. So we should be able to do that in order to get that wrench we need. And I'll have to come up with another area for like a little workshop for Create where we can have the things like the press in here. And we'll have to have a spot for the grinding wheels, like a little processing factory for the sweet rolls as well. So we get those extra plates that we need there. That's going to be excellent. And there's just lots more stuff we can do. So I'm excited to get into more of this Create stuff. And just like that, we can make the wrench. Excellent. Now we should be able to do a whole bunch of stuff with this. This is the wrench that allows us to configure some of the different things in Create. So now I believe if we come over here, we should be able to, yeah, right click on these pipes. So we can actually see the milk flowing through the pipes, which looks weird because it looks like it's solid. But we can also change the tank configuration, I believe. I guess we can change it between see-through and solid are the only... Oops, I guess if we shift-click it, it breaks it. But yeah, we can make a lot of different adjustments to be able to see through stuff with that. I think, what else can we do? We can, like, rotate pieces with this. Very cool. So yeah, we got the wrench that allows us to customize and alter some of the things. So now we can see the milk flowing through the middle of here. We'll obviously put this jar is going to be moved into the inside of the barn here, and I want to have just some cows and stuff in here for the fun of it. But we'll put this little guy on maybe a shelf somewhere in the back here, something like that, and then we'll have a little cutout here where we can filter this through into the back area there. So I'm gonna do a little bit more touching up as the milk processing here, try to get some more resources to craft up the fluid tanks, and then we got a bunch more steps to do in future episodes as well. Well, since a lot of that farm stuff in Create there for the sweet roll farm is going to take a lot of resources and a lot of different steps to get in place, I figured what better thing to do than take a little break from building the farm and go on a little cake run and try to get ourselves some more resources. So we're going to go ahead and run into a cake vault, and now that we're level 50, let's see how interesting things get on a nice little cake run. Ooh, Healing Gilded Lucky. Let's go right off the bat. That's a good start. How many cakes do we got? 25 cakes? This is going to be a tough one. Cake right. With that delicious cake run out of the way, that's all from me today. I'm out of time for recording, but hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you want to see some new exciting stuff, we just started up the Olympus Craft Season 3 Vanilla Series, so go check that out. Video right here.